Okay, let us start. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Well, okay. We can start. Just sit normally and don't close your eyes. Let your mind come back to this here and now. When your body is moving, just know it is moving. When it's breathing, just know that this body is breathing. Let your awareness open to everything. Whatever, good feelings, bad feelings, thoughts, or any sounds from the external, just open to them. And let the breathing be the main object for the mind to rest. Remember, the meditation object is a place to rest the mind. Just let your mind rest in the breathing in a relaxed and humble way. Maintain your awareness, make it continuous. Just know slightly. At this stage, we don't need to have a strong awareness. Be as humble as possible. Let your awareness be like a grass in a typhoon. Don't fight against the typhoon. And respect whatever comes to you. Either you feel comfortable or uncomfortable, just respect them. this is the right attitude we need to have in the meditation. Uh, and maintain such attitude of mind and know continuously. The right attitude is just like the right posture of the mind. So just like your body, before it uh, try to move some heavy weight, you need to prepare a right posture. Mm. So the same thing for the mind. Before we meditate, we need to let the mind to have the right posture. It is an open but non-clinging attitude. Remember that everything, once you know, they become the past immediately. Uh, every breath is like this. Every thought or every feeling is the same. And once you know, just let them go. If you don't let go, then you will be in the past. Don't care about how much you concentrate or how clear your awareness is. Just be with the flow. The flow of present moment. The flow of here and now. Surrender your mind to this flow. Feel this flow in the breathing. Sometimes you can remind yourself with a question, who is knowing? This is a useful reminder for us to be as the knower. And mindfulness is to be a knower continuously, so that your mind is staying at home, not going out through the sixth sense doors. The object that you know is not that important. We're using the object to train this mind. Train it to be awake, to be relaxed, to be staying at home. But we just choose the breathing as the main object for the mind to rest on. This stage, the breathing is the wave of the body. Let this body breathe normally and relaxedly. Breathe in a most easeful way. Breathe, breathe freely. So in whatever way the body likes to breathe, just let it do. But you just keep knowing in a humble way. Train this mind to be a knower rather than a doer. Knowing is not an action, it is a passive receiving the information. It's the sensations come to the mind, and the mind just be open and accept. I don't need to do anything. And basically, meditation is to train the mind to be non-doing. And we call this process relaxation. And when you find that your awareness become continuous naturally, then you can close your eyes. Relax your eyes. Let all the muscles in the eyes be relaxed in the breathing. Let your eyes rest in the breathing. You can feel deeply into your eyes to look for any tension inside. When you find it, then just feel it, face it, accept it. And with kind invitation to you to relax. But never control it to relax. And just stay to be a knower. Then extend the relaxation to the whole brain. feel into your brain to look for the tension or stress, and face it, embrace it. Kindly invite it to relax. And you need to feel the tension first before you can relax it. And you can use a out breath to combine with the imitation of relaxation. Breathe out, feel the gradual relaxation of the tension. Just like the settling of dirty water. Just keep knowing and don't do anything. Keep a kind awareness. Breathe out. Feel the release of tension. Let the brain gradually settle down from doing to non-doing. And there are two stages of relaxing the brain. The first stage is to relax the thoughts. Relax the action of thinking. And try to feel the thinking as something very tiring, very heavy. Every breath. Be sure that in this breath, just feel the weight of the thoughts. With this way of perception, and it is teaching the brain to relax from thinking. Keep such awareness until the brain is lazy to think. And one more step to relax the brain is to relax the background vibration. Mm. So even when the brain has no thoughts, but there are still the background vibration wavering. Feel it and relax it. Even such subtle vibration is a tension, is a weight. It is a burden for this brain. feel in this way. Breathe out, let it be relaxed. Let his brain be completely relaxed in the breathing. Sleep in the breathing. Just like we are having a comfortable sleep in the summer breeze. So in the same way, let his brain sleep in the breathing. Let it be completely at rest. Sleep deeply. all the tiredness of the brain be released. And when you are completely relaxed, you can breathe like a sponge in the ocean. Breathe in is a relaxation inward, and breathe out is a relaxation outward. So just let it breathe freely. If it likes to breathe in longer, just let it do. If it likes to breathe out longer, just let it do. Be sure that it is a relaxation process. Relaxing in and out. Forget your nose. Just let the brain breathe like a sponge. When the brain uh, is full of energy, then becomes clear and bright. And you can absorb yourself into this feeling and completely forget your body. Absorb into the third eye chakra. It is the chakra breathing, not your body. Enjoy every breath. And relax all your wants. This breath, we want nothing. There's nothing want to gain and nothing want to remove. Just, just be completely satisfied with whatever it is. Without release, relax all the wants. And feel the heart without any wants. Then your awareness naturally move into the space of heart chakra. Just let the heart chakra breathe without any want. Try to feel the action of wanting is heavy, is a burden. And once you want, then the heart chakra is tensed. Let your heart be lazy to want. And breathe like a sponge in the ocean. This is the ocean of satisfaction and joy. It is an ocean of no want. Breathe in, relax inward. Breathe out, relax outward. Breathe in whatever ways it likes, without any want to have or not to have. Your heart be free and without wanting. Make sure that all the walls are relaxed in this single breath. Keep such relaxation of walls until joy arises. Feel the happiness of the heart without wants. Doesn't need to go anywhere. Just stay at home, here and now. It's completely at rest. You don't even want to go out. When the wants are pacified, the mind naturally drop into deeper peacefulness. You can let your awareness drop into the space of the lower abdomen. Karen, you are mute. You can rest your mind here. And enjoy the peace. Let us share the merits. May this merit of meditation worship the Buddha in our mind. May this mind grow in all goodness, grow on the path of enlightenment. All sentient beings can share this merit. May they all can grow in goodness, grow on the path of enlightenment. Okay, slowly move your body and feel your body. Keep relaxed and feel your body and mind.
충분히 이완된 상태를 유지하시고 몸과 마음을 느껴보세요.
Stay with yourself here and now.
지금 여기서 당신과 함께 하세요.
When the mind is peaceful, it is away from the five hindrances.
마음이 평화로울 때는 이것은 오장애로부터 벗어나 있습니다.
then you can see things clearly, see things as they are.
그렇게 되면 모든 것을 명확하게 보고 있는 그대로 보게 됩니다.
Then it's time for us to come back to observe the most important object in the world.
그러면 이것은 우리가 돌아와서 이 세상에서 가장 중요한 대상을 관찰하게 되는 것입니다.
Mm. It is the self.
이것은 자아입니다.
This body and mind is what we thought to be the self.
이 몸과 마음은 우리가 생각하는 자아입니다.
Then just be aware of them.
하지만 그거에 대해서 주의를 알고 계세요.
Actually, when we say body and mind, it seems to be two things.
사실 우리가 몸과 마음이라고 할 때 이것은 두 가지로 보입니다.
But actually, they are one.
실질상 그건 하나입니다.
Mm. This body is combined with this mind,
이 몸은 이 마음과 함께하고 있습니다.
and there are five functions.
그리고 거기에는 다섯 가지 기능이 있습니다.
We call this the five aggregates.
우리는 이것을 오온이라고 부릅니다.
These are the functions of the of the life.
이것은 생명의 기능입니다.
Mm. And actually, these are the objects that we attach to be the self.
사실 이것들은 이제 우리가 자아라고 집착하는 것들입니다.
Yeah. Just stay with yourself.
그저 당신과 함께 머무르세요.
Be completely open and not attached.
완전히 열려 있으시고 집착하지 마세요.
Allow whatever to come up to you.
당신에게 뭘 오든 허용하세요.
Good feelings, bad feelings, good thoughts, bad thoughts. Just let them come.
좋은 느낌, 좋은 생각, 나쁜 생각. 그것들이 그저 오게 놔두세요.
No fear, no refuse.
두려워하지 마시고 거부하지도 마세요.
Mm. Um, but on the other hand, just keep your mind not
다른,
standing at anywhere.
다른 말로는 당신의 마음을 지키시고
Not standing at anywhere.
어떤 곳에도 서 있지 마세요.
Uh, Standing means you set yourself to be.
서 있다는 것은 당신이 스스로 어딘가로 있도록 허용한다는 것입니다.
Uh, the where we stand, we can't see that place.
우리가 서 있으면 우리는 그곳을 볼 수 없습니다.
So if you stand at the body as you, then you can only see things around the body, outside the body.
그래서 당신이 몸이 당신이라고 서 있으면 몸 주변의 것을 보고 몸 밖의 것만 봅니다.
Yeah. Then you completely ignore this body, which you define as self.
그러면 당신은 이 몸을 완전히 무시하게 되고 이것은 당신이 자아라고 부르는 것이 됩니다.
If you stand at the place of the mind, then you can see the body and the functions of the body, but you can't see the mind itself.
당신이 마음의 위치에 서 있다면 당신은 몸의 기능과 몸을 볼 수 있지만 마음을 볼 수는 없습니다.
Um, to think that we define as self is something that we believe we to be, and we believe that uh, we don't need to be aware of it.
우리가 자아라고 정의하는 것들은 우리가 그렇게 믿는 것이고, 그리고 우리는 그것들에 대해서 깨어있을 필요가 없다고 믿습니다.
Because it is me, myself. It is the center of the world.
왜냐하면 이것은 나이고, 이것은 세계의 중심이기 때문입니다.
And all the observations are from this center.
그 모든 어, 관찰은 이 중심으로부터 나옵니다.
Mm. But when we can see the body, we will not define ourselves as this body.
하지만 우리가 이제 이 몸을 보게 된다면 우리는 스스로를 몸이라고 정의하지 않습니다.
Because now the body becomes an object
왜냐하면 지금은 이제 몸이 대상이 됐기 때문입니다.
rather than the subject.
어, 그 주체보다.
Mm. The subject is always be ignored
그래서 주체는 항상 무시당합니다.
because it is the knower. So no one will know the knower.
왜냐하면 이것이 아는 자고 그럼 아무도 아는 자를 알 수가 없습니다.
Mm. And once we change the knower to be the object, change the subject to be the object, then we can detach from the subject.
그래서 우리가 이 아는 자를 대상으로 만들고 주체와 대상을 교환한다면 우리는 그 주체로부터 떨어질 수 있습니다.
And once you see it, then you are not it.
그래서 당신이 이걸 보게 된다면 당신은 그것이 아니게 됩니다.
Mm. So we try to see the five khandhas as layer by layer.
그래서 우리는 다섯 가지 장애를 매 층마다 보려고 노력해야 됩니다.
Uh,
오늘
오늘
and once we see it, then we are not it.
그래서 우리가 이걸 보게 된다면 우리는 이것이 아니게 됩니다.
Uh, the body, feelings, the perception, and mental formations is easier to be seen.
몸, 느낌, 정신적인 관찰, 이것들은 이제 보기 쉽습니다.
Mm. But the consciousness is difficult.
하지만 의식은 쉽지 않습니다.
Uh, so just like if your eyes want to see the eyes, you need a mirror.
그래서 마치 이제 당신의 눈이 눈을 보고 싶으면 거울이 하나 필요합니다.
You need a clear mirror
당신은 맑은 거울이 필요합니다.
without distortion.
이렇게 뭐라고 해야 되나?
왜곡이 없는
왜곡이 없는.
Mm. So when we try to see the knower, try to see the subject as an object, we actually are looking at a mirror.
그래서 우리가 아는 자를 보려고 하면 우리는 주체를 객체로 보려고 하는 것입니다. 그래서 우리는 사실 거울을 보고 있는 것입니다.
The mirror is the perception, the sanya.
그 거울은 이제 그러니까 인지입니다. 산니아라고 합니다.
It is the image of the mind,
이것은 마음의 그림입니다.
or or in, mm, and so when the mind is peaceful, then you intentionally try to switch to observe the mind itself. And
음,
then the image of mind appears to you.
그래서 마음이 평화로울 때 우리는 일부러 음, 그 당신은 의지적으로 바꾸려고 하고 마음을 관찰하려고 합니다.
Mm. And through the image, we will know the mind.
그래서 그림을 통해서 우리는 마음을 알게 됩니다.
Uh, but and and but it's still easy for us to see to have a new knower to know the knower.
하지만 그래도 우리는 새로운 아는 자가 아는 자를 알게 할 수 있습니다.
Mm. So this is the trap when we try to observe the mind itself.
이것이 이제 우리가 마음 이 자체를 보려고 할 때 빠지게 되는 한 함정입니다.
Uh, and finally, we need to understand that this knower is not me.
그리고 결론적으로 우리가 이 아는 자가 내가 아니라는 것을 이해해야 합니다.
Uh, you don't expect to see the knower as an object to appear in front of you.
우리는 이제 아는 자가 당신 앞에 대상으로 나타날 거라고 예측을 못 합니다.
It is this knowing function
이것이 아는 기능입니다.
uh, and when you are paying attention to this knowing function itself, uh, remind yourself, this is not me, this is just nature.
그리고 당신이 이 아는 기능을 주의 깊게 보고 있을 때 스스로에게 말해주세요. 이것은 내가 아니라 이것은 그저 자연이라는 것을.
So you see this consciousness, sometimes it is clear, sometimes it's blur.
그래서 당신이 이것은 의식이고, 근데 이것은 어떤 때는 맑고 어떤 때는 그렇지 않습니다.
Sometimes you're mindful, sometimes you're not.
어떤 때는 당신이 알아차리고 있고, 어떤 때는 그렇지 않습니다.
And sometimes you're conscious, sometimes you are not.
그리고 어떤 때는 당신은 의식적이고, 어떤 때는 그렇지 않습니다.
So how can we believe that this knowing is me?
그래서 우리는 이 아는 것이 우리라는 것을 어떻게 믿을 수 있을까요?
If it is me, then we can control it. We can want it to be whatever we want.
이것이 우리라면 우리는 이걸 통제할 수 있고, 우리가 원하는 대로 만들 수 있습니다.
It should be constant, permanent.
이것은 지속적이어야 되고 영원해야 됩니다.
But actually it's not.
하지만 이것은 그렇지 않습니다.
Mm. So it is you can group them as part of nature.
그래서 당신은 이것이 자연의 일부이므로 이제 그룹할 수 있습니다.
Including the subject and the objects.
어,
This is nature.
객체와 주체를 다 포함해서 이것은 자연입니다.
And this is a phenomena of life.
이것이 삶의 현상입니다.
Mm. So you can just group the five aggregates as a whole.
그래서 당신은 이 오운을 하나로 그룹할 수 있습니다.
This is the nest of ego.
이것이 이제 자아의 둥지입니다.
Mm. So it is this person, this person living in the world and doing everything in this world.
그래서 이것이 이 사람이 세상에 살고 있고 모든 일을 하고 있습니다.
Uh, all your physical behaviors, speech, thinking, emotions, consciousness, these are the phenomena of life.
그래서 당신의 모든 신체적인 행동, 말, 생각, 감정, 의식도 이것은 삶의 현상입니다.
Just group them as a whole and name it as this person.
그저 그것들을 하나로 묶고 이것을 이 사람이라고 이름 붙여주세요.
Uh, then you are standing nowhere.
그러면 당신은 어디에도 서 있지 않습니다.
Uh, you are not even the knower.
당신은 아는 자도 아닙니다.
Just let the concept of self disappear.
그래서 당신의 자아에 대한 개념이 사라지도록 하세요.
We don't need it.
우리는 그것이 필요하지 않습니다.
Then we are seeing things as they are.
그러면 우리는 모든 것을 있는 그대로 보게 됩니다.
We are seeing the five aggregates as they are.
우리는 오온을 이제 있는 그대로 보게 됩니다.
This is the perspective of non-self.
이것이 무아의 관점입니다.
When the mind is peaceful, then just come back to the non-self.
마음이 평화로울 때 그저 무아로 돌아오세요.
and observe everything, internal, external, and just see them as not self.
그리고 모든 것을 관찰하세요. 네, 애적이든 외적이든 그리고 모든 것을 무아라고 하세요.
Mm. And be aware of this
그리고 이것에 주의력을 기울이세요.
as long as you can.
당신이 최대한 오랫동안 할 수 있을 만큼
Uh, you don't need to talk to yourself.
당신은 스스로에게 말할 필요도 없습니다.
You don't need to recite the Dhamma teachings.
당신은 이제 법의 가르침을 다시 말할 필요도 없습니다.
Uh, just live in this right view of non-self.
그저 이런 무아의 올바른 관점 속에서 살고 계세요.
When you're eating with no self.
아, 먹을 때도 이제 무아로 드시면 됩니다.
When you're thinking with no self.
생각하고 자아 없이 생각하세요.
And when you are going to toilet, just go do it with no self.
그리고 화장실 갈 때도 무아로 가서 하세요.
Not only this body is not me, but also this knower is not me.
그래서 이 몸이 나가 아닌 것뿐만 아니라 이 아는 자도 내가 아닙니다.
Uh, and try to keep such observation as long as possible.
그리고 그런 관찰을 최대한 길게 유지하도록 노력하세요.
Mm. And then wisdom grows.
그럼 지혜가 커집니다.
Then it will make us easier and easier to jump out,
그러면 이것은 이제 나오기 쉽게 됩니다. 점점.
to disappear from the world.
이 세상으로부터 사라지게 됩니다.
Actually, when we say jump out, it's not that perfectly precise.
사실 우리가 뛰어나간다는 것은 이제 완벽하게 정확한 건 아닙니다.
Because there's no in, no out.
왜냐하면 거기는 안과 밖에 없습니다.
But just let this concept of self disappear.
하지만 이 자아에 대한 개념이 사라지도록 하세요.
Actually, you change nothing.
사실 모든 것, 어떤 것도 변하지 않습니다.
This body and mind still functioning as they are.
이 몸과 마음은 아직도 그렇게 기능합니다.
But it's your way of understanding changes.
하지만 당신의 이해가 변하는 것입니다.
This is the meaning of the right view.
이것이 올바른 관점의 의미입니다.
And live in this right view, and your liberation is ensured.
그리고 이런 정견으로 살아가면 당신의 이제 자유는 이제 확실한 것입니다.
Uh, you will be enlightened and uh, uh, within 7 lives.
그러면 당신은 이제 7생 후에 깨닫게 됩니다.
Uh, it's not something very difficult. Just change your way of understanding.
이것은 굉장히 어려운 것이 아닙니다. 그저 이해하는 방식을 바꾸세요.
But why we can't do that? Because this is the danger of the 5 hindrances.
우리가 그렇게 할 수 없는 이유는 5개의 장애 때문입니다.
Uh, the 5 hindrances will twist, distort our way of understanding.
5가지 장애는 우리의 이해를 꼬게 됩니다.
It makes your mind mm, not awake
이것은 당신의 마음을 깨어있지 않게 만듭니다.
and stay in the habitual way of understanding the world.
그리고 세상을 이해하는 습관적인 방식으로 이제 머무르게 합니다.
So that's why we need mindfulness.
그래서 우리가 알아차림이 필요합니다.
Without mindfulness, your wisdom cannot work.
알아차림이 없이는 당신의 지혜는 작용이 어렵습니다.
you cannot switch into the right view.
당신은 올바른 관점으로 바꿀 수 없습니다.
So the only purpose of cultivating mindfulness, including samadhi, is to maintain this mind in the right view.
그래서 우리가 이제 알아차림, 삼매를 이렇게 키우는 이유는 이러한 마음을 유지하기 위해서입니다. 정견입니다.
The insight arises from the right view.
그 정견으로부터 통찰이 생기면
What we call vipassana, or insight, is just to live in the right view.
그래서 빗바사나 통찰은 이제 정견으로 살아가는 것입니다.
When you live in the right view, then whatever happened to you is the condition for wisdom to arise.
그래서 당신이 정견을 통해 살게 되면 당신에게 일어난 것들은 지혜를 일으키는 조건이 됩니다.
And when the wisdom accumulates more and more, then the dispassion grows.
그래서 지혜가 점점 쌓이고 그렇게 되면 염호가 일어납니다.
Then liberation is getting closer.
그러면 자유가 더 가까워집니다.
So the most important is to keep our mind awake and live in the right view.
그래서 가장 중요한 것은 우리 마음을 깨어있게 유지하고 정견을 통해 살아가는 것입니다.
This is a Buddhist. This is the way of a Buddhist life.
이것은 불교적인 삶입니다.
So reflect about the right view more.
그래서 정견에 대해서 좀 더 생각해 보세요.
Now wake up from the here and now and switch to the non-self mode.
그래서 지금 여기로 깨어나시고 무아로 전환하세요.
It's not difficult, right?
이것은 그렇게 어렵지 않습니다.
I hope you can enlighten fast.
그래서 저는 당신이 빨리 깨닫기를 바랍니다.
Maybe faster than me.
저보다 빨리 깨달으셨으면 합니다.
I'll be even more happier.
그럼 제가 더 행복할 것 같습니다. 음,
Okay. Any more questions? Any questions?
질문 있으신가요?
Yes.
Okay. I think of asking questions every time as my treat for translation.
Okay.
Okay. Nowadays, when I'm doing this Wednesday meditation with Ajahn New Guide, I meditate well. But when I'm doing it by myself, it doesn't work. So I'm thinking, what's the problem? Maybe it's because we no longer have teachings from my teacher in Korea, maybe. And I don't know why.
You need to reflect on the right view more. Because every time I start from Dhamma talk, I start from waking up the mind and and start from the right attitude of the mind. This is the most important part. Uh, so when you just come back to the here and now, come back to the nowhere, now here and nowhere, and the right meditation starts. And just feel the time passing. Then the habit of mindfulness will be built up. So you should always start from here. So normally, in your daily life, you don't need to practice the meditation only in the formal sitting posture. But it's better to practice it in more daily postures. When you just sit down, sit normally, don't close your eyes, and just stay with yourself. Wake up to here now, and then look out, observe from nowhere. So just remember here now, now here and nowhere. This word, one word, it guides you to Nibbana.
So in everyday life, I should take my time to come back to myself and not do anything for a while.
Yeah. Just feel yourself. Feel this body and mind. Actually, what we call meditation object is just the functions of this body and mind. The breathing is the function of the body. So just feel it. And when you stay with the body, then you naturally know the breathing.
And about the right view, like from your talk after the meditation today, I realized if that's right view about non-self, I'm not actually in the right view during my days because like I do see myself judging everybody every time I see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the 5 hindrances. When the mind is covered up by the 5 hindrances, we have no right view. Even we have learned about the Four Noble Truths, but we have no right view because the mind is covered up. So just come back to now here first. Feel the present moment. Feel the time passing. And keep it for a certain period of time. Then it will build up the habits. Then you can switch to the nowhere mode. That is the no self mode. Then just keep knowing like this. This is practicing the wisdom. And if you feel tired, then you can just try to fuse into an object, rest into an object. This is what samatha or samadhi means. To rest into an object, because the mind is tired. And once it is rest enough, then you come back to the here now.
So resting into an object is like focusing?
No, rest.
Just rest like
sleep. Just like you sleep on the bed.
Oh, just relax.
Yeah.
Oh.
Relax into it.
Relax into your breathing?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I named the meditation as the ease in meditation. Not focusing meditation.
So I really liked your talk about right view because I just realized that every day I like or dislike anything like about everything. And I think it's kind of really abusive to people around me because I keep on judging them even though I don't tell them.
Yeah. That's a attachment to self, and it's a bad self, not a good self. Sometimes we attach to good self. Sometimes we attach to bad self. A good self is better than the bad self.
Okay, I'll translate. 그러니까
Okay.
제가 이제 아자뉴 스님한테 이제 우리가 수요일 날 같이 명상할 때 명상이 잘 되는데 이제 혼자서 있을 때 명상이 잘 안 된다. 그때 아자뉴 스님께서 앉아서 명상을 하는 것도 좋지만 깨어 있어서 일상생활을 할때 이제 정견을 가지고 해라. 그랬더니 구체적으로 뭘 하라는 것이냐 했더니 이제 현재로 돌아와서 이제 이 현재를 느끼고 이제 시간이 지나가는 걸 느껴보려고 노력을 하라고 하셨어요. 그래서 제가 이제 그 오늘 말씀하신 대로 이제 정견에 대해서 비추어 보면 내가 이제 사람들을 볼 때마다 그 저징, 그러니까 뭐 이게 옳고 그름을 계속 가늠하고 그런 게 이제 보였다. 하니까 이제 아까 말한 것처럼 이제 하시고 이제 우리는 사실 제가 좋고 싫은 거에 대해서 그렇게 한다는 거 많이 얘기했으니까 우리들은 항상 최고의 것을 좋아하려고 하는데 이 최고보다는 좋은 사람이 되는 게 더 중요하다. 뭔가 최고보단 선한 것이 더 중요하다라고 얘기를 하셨어요. 음.
Okay, then there's a question uh, in the chat box. How can I accept the result of karma without hatred, and how to cultivate a calm mind to face it? You should understand that the result of karma is something already happened to you. So you have no choice, right? Uh, your choice is with or without hatred. And the difference is that when you face it without hatred, you suffer less. And you face it with hatred, you suffer more. Then why don't we do the better choice? Uh, so so it's not, it's something we don't have the choice to face or not face. We don't have the choice to escape from the results. We must face it, but face it with less suffering is the best choice. So this is we should think about it with wisdom. Then we know that to face the result of karma with hatred is a silly choice. It's stupid choice. So and calm mind or not, it is a matter of samadhi. But when even the mind is not calm, but we don't attach to this hate, the full of the hateful mind. We don't think that this is me. Then we can cultivate a calmer background mind. So we go to be the background mind. Don't attach to the content of the mind. Hatred is just the content of the mind. So even you cannot keep your heart calm, then just accept it. You are not this mind. You are something even behind, even more background. So this is the way to cultivate a peaceful mind from wisdom, from detaching from all the contents of the mind. Then your mind is free. Okay, translation.
그 질문이 채팅창에 왔는데, 우리가 이제 그 카르마의 결과에 대해서 우리가 화를 내지 않고 받아들일 수 있는 방법이 무엇이냐, 그리고 이것을 직면하기 위해 평온한 마음을 어떻게 가지냐라고 여쭤봤는데, 이제 아제니 스님께서는 업이라는 건 항상 일어날 수밖에 없는 일이고, 그거에 대해서 분노를 가진다 한들 그거는 더 괴로울 뿐이다. 그래서 우리는 분노를 가지고 이거를 직면하는 것이 아니라 그냥 직면하는 것이 더 행복하다, 편안하다 이렇게 얘기했고 이제 평온한 마음을 통해서 이것을 직면하는 것에 대해서 어, 사마 뭐지?
Samadhi.
사마티가 필요하다고 했습니다. Sorry, I'm not DeepSeek or AI.
Okay. And another question, the reflection of non-self to see right view is part of thinking. If we reflect purposely, is it an action of greed? Now, well, we need to practice the reflection at the beginning, because with the cultivation of wisdom, we need to listen first, listen to the Dhamma talks first. Because before you listen to the Dhamma, you don't know how to think in a way of Dhamma. So you need to listen first. Listening to the Dhamma talk is a way of passive thinking. That means the other people, the the Dhamma talker is guiding your way of thinking by his talk. So when you learn how to think in the Dhamma, then later you can think yourself. And this is not the end. The third stage, when you practice how to think to understand things in the way of Dhamma, then you can simply face everything with the attitude of Dhamma. This is the last stage of cultivating the wisdom. It is to cultivating by actual cultivation or actual practice. It is actually kind of internalization of the the Dhamma. It makes you uh, your attitude of mind. And now in this stage, the Dhamma is no longer in the brain. It is the attitude of your mind. It feels into your daily observation, and this is the place give rise to the insight. So this is what I said, to live in the right view. Okay. Another question. When we talk about right view, it feels more like concept of belief. However, we often speak of applying wisdom, cultivating wisdom. Wisdom here sounds more like kind of power or ability. Could you please explain its wisdom and understanding from correct perspective, or ability to gain correct understanding, and its samadhi, the ability to gain correct understanding? Actually, they are combined together. As I said in the last answer, we need different stages, right? We need to think about the Dhamma before we can actually applying it in our daily life. Applying it means it is an internalization of the conceptual Dhamma. Internalize it into your mind, into the attitude of your mind. And this is what we call applying. And when you can keep the process of applying wisdom longer enough and stable enough, this is the power of samadhi. So finally, all the practice is combined together. The samatha vipassana is combined together into a single mind. Okay, translation.
질문이 이제 우리가 정견이라는 것을 얘기할 때 이것이 어떤 개념이나 신념에 가깝다고 생각이 들고, 하지만 우리가 이제 지혜를 사용한다 혹은 지혜를 키운다고 할 때 지혜는 이제 어떤 힘이나 이제 능력처럼 들린다. 그래서 이제 지혜가 올바른 관점으로 이해하는 것인지 혹은 이제 올바른 관점을 얻을 수 있는 그 역량을 얘기하는 것인지, 그리고 이제 이것은 쌈매라는 것은 이제 올바른 이해를 받을 수 있는 것인지에 대해서 물어봤는데, 아, 어쨌든 아자님 스님께서는 이것들이 이제 두, 다양한 단계에서 나타나는 거라고 얘기를 하셨고, 음,
내가 이해하기에는 사마타와 윗바사나를 결합을 시켜야 되는데,
음,
일상생활에서는 이제 먼저 그 법을 충분히 이제 숙고하고 그걸 이해를 하고 이제 그거를 그 개념을 마음속에 내면화를 하고 난 다음에 이제 그거를 일상에 적용을 해야 된다. 그래서
아,
지혜를 적용하는 과정이 필요하다. 이렇게 말씀을 하신 것 같아요.
근데 그 이전에 이제
음,
우리가 이제 그 지혜를 이게 얻기 전에는 일단 첫 번째로 법문을 들어야 되고 법에 대해서 그렇게 해야지만이 시작될 수 있다고 하셨어요.
Your mother is better than DeepSeek.
음.
Okay. So any more questions?
더 질문 없으시면 예.
No questions? Then see you.
자, 질문 없으시면 이제 안녕히 계세요.
Let's pay respect.
Let's pay respect, John.
끝나겠습니다.
Just also announce we will suspend the class for the next month.
Okay.
그리고
감사합니다.
다음 달에는 수업이 없습니다.
어,
네.
Go ahead.
추석 때문에.
Already to
10월 달 전부인가요?
Thank you,
okay,
Banpan.
thank you, Arjun.
Thank you, 아전.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
Thank you, bye bye.
네.
Okay, see you.
Thank you.
감사합니다.